how to land a data science job from a data analyst role. I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I think you may not be landing these jobs. The first one is that you don't have or you're not representing your machine learning experience correctly. The second one is you're applying to the wrong type of data science roles. You might need an intermediate role that's more of a transitional data science role. And I'll get into an example of that later in the video. 3 is you're just not representing yourself correctly on your applications. So let's start with the first one. What do you do if you don't have enough machine learning experience, but you really want to transition to data science? You just need to get some experience. So if your job doesn't allow for any predictive analysis or machine learning or anything like that, and that's why you want to leave because that's what you want to do, very valid points. You just need to kind of find outside experience. So what could that be is either doing your own personal project, taking a certification. You could just do a bootcamp course online, make your own projects. It doesn't need to be super, super complex, just something that proves that you know what you're talking about and you have something to back it up. Second thing is you might need a transitional role from your data analyst position to your data science position. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So this application is for Pinterest. It is for a staff data scientist. And as you can see, it's asking for 8 years, but if you're a senior data analyst, they don't mean 8 years of data science. You can have 8 years of just industry experience in general, and that should be sufficient. Because look at these kind of descriptions for what they're looking for. Solving real world problems, web scale data, blah, 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 scientific methods, Python or SQL, success metrics. These are all prime data analyst explanations. They probably will just end up implementing more machine learning in this role than you would in your previous role. So this is a great transition. Even this line right down here that says experience in the strategic analytics side of data science, shaping decisions rather than just building models. This is the perfect transition job. Compared to something like this, it only asks for 2 to 3 years of data science experience, but the job requirements are very specific to data science that you just might not have gotten in your data analyst role, like machine learning, statistical model, applying theoretical models in an applied environment, blah, blah, blah. It could just be a bit out of your skill range. Last thing that could be holding you back from landing your dream data science job is the way that you're representing your previous experience. It just could be coming across in a way that's not showing the impact that you made, because there's so much overlap in what data analysts do versus what data scientists do. They just kind of go about that in a different way. What you could focus on is your impact and focusing more on what it is that you accomplished in your role versus oh, I ran these reports, I did this type of skill, I did this, I did that. It's more increased the sales of product X by 20% because of, weekly report or business analysis report, whatever it is that you do. So just actually focusing on the impact, because data science is all about what impact can you bring to the business. So if you're not demonstrating that interest on your resume, in your cover letter, in your interviews, you're not going to get the job, because they're only going to see you as someone who can, be in the small picture of, oh, just the weekly reports, just the monthly reports. You need to be able to think bigger than that. So if you can show your impact to the company as a whole, then you're showing how you are problem solving. Hopefully that was helpful. Let me know if you have any more questions about landing data science role in the comments below, and follow me for more data science content. Bye.